So the woman says, this is my home. The woman is in the home. This is my home. And I have to protect everything in my home. I have to keep order of everything in my home. And this has come up for me with the death of the dog. She was allowed to run free because the world is so wicked. People are so sadistic. They do whack ass shit. They captured her, killed her, left her on the side of the road for dead. And after that, I'm like, but this is my home. These are my pets. This is my responsibility. So I have a cat that's an outdoor cat. And I'm like, well, I can no longer just let Jerry run free. So I put a tracking device on Jerry. But then I was like, but if I have a tracking device on Jerry, then any old sadistic fuck has a tracking device on Jerry. So I decided to not do the tracking device on Jerry. Instead, I spent $400 on a catio, which is an outdoor barn that Jerry can go in with the chickens. Because after the dog got killed, the chickens are now getting killed because the dog protected the chickens. When I was at work, the dog protected the chickens. So since the dog was killed, I had to make provisions for the chickens. And then also, I can't just allow Jerry to run free anymore. So I just spent all this money and I built this thing myself to protect now my chickens and my cat. And it's dude, this is my fucking house. And it's funny because I have to leave this house to go to a job, which I love. Don't get me wrong. I love my job. But it's it doesn't feel completely right because it doesn't feel like I should have to leave my home. I have to secure my home every time I leave it, right? I got to secure the cat. The cat can't be running free when I'm not home because there's a predatory dog that is after my cat, and he's probably not going to kill Jerry, but he's going to hurt Jerry. He's going to petrify Jerry, but he is killing the chickens. It was a dog that was killing the chickens. And I don't blame the dog because that's just within his nature to kill the chickens. Now I have to spend all this money, make these provisions, and now the chickens can't even really necessarily be in their flock when I'm not home, right? So before I leave work, I have to secure the cat and the chickens because I have to leave the home. And there's a predatory dog, and it's but dude, this is my home. This is what I'm supposed to protect, even though I love my job. But I think this is putting emphasis on the roles of women in the house. This is my fucking house. And we spend all this money going out to eat and buying all this food, sacrificed to idols, when I should be making the food. What's funny is I have gotten really mad times in the past where I would make my boyfriend lunch and he would go to work and then these people would just buy them lunch. And I'm like, dude, but I made you lunch. Why did you? I mean, and I wasn't angry, but I was it's annoying that I make you lunch and then you go out and these people just give you tacos and pizza. Also, very unhealthy food. I'm making healthy food in the home, but you go out and you buy tacos and you eat tacos and pizza and poisonous food when I made food in the home. The role of the woman, this is my house. I feel there's this big mama bear energy that's coming out. That's this is my fucking house. That was my fucking dog that you killed. This is my fucking food that my family is supposed to be eating, and it's not aligned with God's will. And I'm really feeling it as a single woman in my house trying to protect my livestock and my remaining pets that haven't been killed by predators. It's a lot, dude, because I have to secure all these animals in ways that would probably be better for them if I could just let them be outside, be in their natural environment if I were here. But since I'm not here, I have to put them and then I have these baby chicks right now. I have to put them in an unnatural environment for them because I have to leave. And I love my job, so it's nothing against my job, but it's like, it's painting a contrast to the role of the woman in the house. This is Mama Bear coming out. This is my fucking house, right? And like, you don't fuck with it. No one's gonna break in when I'm here. No one's gonna break into your house when I'm here. No predator is gonna come when I'm here. No one's gonna teach my children bullshit nonsense when I'm here, teaching them what they need to know. No one's going to come after my livestock when I'm here because I'll tase them away, right? I'm gonna get them away. But I can't do that because I have to go to a job. So I have to secure these animals. I have to secure this property. I have to lock every fucking door. I have to lock the gate. Thankfully, love God, I have a gate to my house. You can't just knock on my door. No, the fuck you can't just knock on my door. And that was a huge problem in my last property, was any old person could just knock on my door, interrogate me, terrorize me, try to get me into a mental health facility. These people were the most mentally ill people I ever met in my entire life. They could solicit to you. They could do anything, dude. They could wake you up in the middle of the night. They could just knock on your door and just like terrorize you in the middle of the night, which used to happen, but I used to just laugh. I'm like, these people are so retarded. Like, people are so retarded. This is why I had to get out of the city of Austin. And then, you know, it's funny how God brought me to this property. I've got, like, I pull into the driveway and I lock the fucking gate behind me. You need some big ammunition to get, but you know, predators get through. So, and they attack my livestock and they attack my animals and they killed my dog. Karma being paid in full. Never worried about that. Never worried about that. Never worried about karma being paid in full. And now secured my property. This is my house, dude. This is my house. That is the role of the woman. This is my house. This is my food that is not poisonous, that is not going to give you cancer. Eat my food. I'm going to lock my gate. I'm going to secure my borders, and no one is going to touch that. This is God's will for our life. This is God's will for the role of the woman in the house. It's my house. And you're not going to mess with it. Michael's here. Bless all our fallen animals. My goat died a few days ago. How did it die? Jerry's great. Jerry's the best. Oh, Vanessa, I love you so much. Vanessa, you deserve everything. I know you're out there on the streets. I believe last time I talked to you, you deserve everything that I have. Like, Vanessa's been like pioneering this journey, and she's, I believe, out there on the freaking streets, dude. But Vanessa deserves everything that I have. And I'm here with everything I have, and I'm like, I still have to leave this place on a daily basis, and I have to secure everything on a daily basis. I have to secure every animal on a daily basis. I have to protect, I have to do everything. I gotta lock every single freaking door. I gotta make sure everything is freaking okay for me to leave it for 7-8 hours a day. And I'm not complaining because I like my job, but the irony is, like, I feel like I should be here lately. Like, the thing with Jerry, my cat, he wants to be out. Jerry can be out so long as I'm home, but I can't allow Jerry to be out if I'm not home, because I'm not here to protect him if a predator comes in. And there's a predator in the neighborhood, and I'm not mad at the predator. I actually really like this dog. He's just a puppy. Like, he's just a big puppy, and he's just like wreaking havoc on the neighborhood, eating all our chickens and terrorizing our pets. He's just a puppy, like doing puppy things, but he's still a predator. And I feed him too. I feed that dog because I'm like, dude, don't eat my chickens, eat my food. I feed him Athena's dog food because I had a ton of dog food stocked up for Athena because I expected her obviously to live forever. She's a fairy tale creature. But I have like hundreds of pounds of food stocked away for my dog. If shit were going to hit the fan, I was going to feed her, obviously. Like, my animals are my priority. And it's just like, this is just not like the way God had intended it to be. For me to have to leave my perch and secure everything in my perch before I leave, it's not it, dude. It's not it, dude. This is all I'm saying. Like, it's not it, dude. It's not it. And we all know it. We all know it. Like, I'm not even complaining. Like, we all know it. Like, the jig is up, dude. We all know it. The system's so fucked. We all know it. And we're fed up. And we're done. And that's just it. You know? Revelation 17:8. Beast throws off the whore. Like, we're here. We've arrived. We're done. This is it. A woman is supposed to be in the home. Keep the woman in the home. Keep the woman happy. Keep the woman healthy. Let the woman be healthy. Let the woman buy organic food. Let the woman spend your money. You make so much fucking money, by the way. Like, speaking of my partner, that's not even my partner at the time, but it's like the dude makes so much fucking money. Like, maybe don't send all your money to Turkey anymore. Like, and then the money that you made thwarting time spent with me, that could be spent on me. Like, the whole money and men thing is like changing. Like, if you want to just spend your money how you want to spend your money, speaking to like men who are dating, okay, but then spend your money how you want to spend it, but spend it on who you want to spend it on, because it's not going to be me. Because if you're not spending your money on me in the home, then you don't deserve my attention, you don't deserve my affection, because I do everything to provide for myself, for my home, to be happy, healthy, to be able to leave for work. That money is like my money being spent. So if you want a happy, healthy, beautiful, well-rested, happy to see you wife, or like girlfriend or whatever, but you're spending your money elsewhere, okay, spend your money elsewhere, but you're not getting me, because I'm spending all my time and energy to be happy. So I'm spending all my money on me. So if a man wants life and you want me happy, healthy home, guess what? You can spend your money on that. But if you're spending your money elsewhere, you have no business in my life. And this is the way that women need to treat men, because the difference is there's love, but there's also action. If you want a happy, healthy, beautiful girlfriend, then be prepared to spend money on her happiness, her health, and her beauty. Because if you're not spending your money on her happiness, her health, and her beauty, then guess what? She's spending her own money on her happiness, her health, and her beauty. And she's not going to be happy to see you if she's spending all her money providing for herself. She's not going to be happy to see you because you're not spending your money where you should be spending on her. She needs time to make that money, to be that way for you. So she's not going to be happy to see you. She's not going to be happy to see. I'm not happy to see you if I'm out working to stay happy, healthy, and beautiful while you spend all your money sending it to foreign countries, Turkey, or where the fuck ever, or other females, giving attention and time to other females. I don't want your attention if if you're giving your attention to other females, I don't want any of your attention then. I don't want any of it. If I can't have all of it, I don't want any of it. And this is like the biggest disconnect between men and women. And the irony is that Satan tells these men that she's going to drain your money. Yeah, freaking obviously I'm going to take your money because you're going to provide what it takes to make me desirable. You know, there's a song that's like, oh, I only love her when she's happy. But the irony is, if you don't make a woman happy, this is the biggest thing of women. It's story of a girl. She cried a river and drowned the whole world. But I only love her when she smiles. So they drown us in our own imprisonment. Oh, but I only love her when she smiles. Like, the jig is up, dude. You want your woman to smile, you better be prepared to relieve her from her imprisonment. Because we're imprisoned against each other. We're imprisoned against each other. The man is imprisoned by intense pleasure and money and whatever, and he's not giving it to the woman. The woman is imprisoned by intense pain. And we freaking extend ourselves so much to be desirable, but we're doing it ourselves. If you're not doing it for us, then what the hell are we doing giving our moments of clarity and happiness to you? You know, and I'm not complaining. I just don't think people understand this. I don't think people understand the energy exchange between men and women. If you want your woman happy, healthy, at home, beautiful, then you need to be able to make up for everything that she is doing for herself to make that version of herself for you. And if you're not doing it, then I don't want you around me. I want all of your free time. I don't want just the freaking crumbs that you find when you're not busy appeasing other people. You know, this world, America, has been infiltrated by spies and traitors. Do you know what all these spies and traitors are doing? I kid you not. Do not take this lightly. What they're doing is they are largely distracting God's men from being in God's will for the women that they actually love. They're like, we're gonna distract these men with every bread and fucking circus that they can imagine, and they're gonna think that we're the ones giving them money. But it couldn't be further from the truth, because I'm a money magnet. I'm a money magnet, and I will drain your money spiritually. Like, if you fuck me over. If you fuck me over, watch your money tank. But then they go to the spies and the traitors, and the spies and the traitors are like, well, we'll give you money. And then the men of the world think that their money is coming from the spies and the traitors. But the irony is, if you would just come into alignment with God and his will that he had for you and the woman, that's where your money is going to cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. If you fuck that woman over, guess what? That's where car accidents happen. That's where the stock market crashes for you, because you are not living in accordance to God's will. The woman needs you to provide for her to be happy, healthy, and beautiful and spend time with you. Not only the money, she wants the time. And if you're not providing the money, if you're not providing the time, is where God's women are at right now. We're not putting up with it anymore. We don't want anything to do with you. There's no reason, because we're doing all of that for ourselves as it is. So you're not adding to our lives, you're just taking away. But they think that they're like, we're adding to their life, but they're going out and they're spending their money and their time with these traitors. You think that like the terrorist Trojan horse in America is like some people doing some like super sinister things, but I am here to profess that all they're doing is distracting the God's relationships over the men to keep them completely distracted and like enamored with all the worship and like nonsense they're feeding them. That's all this is. That's all that's happening. That's all they had to do. Witchcraft is not a crime in America. It's not a crime. So they stopped doing crime. They just came here to do witchcraft over the men, because you need to know how important it is for God's will to be done, that the woman is in the home, the man is above the woman, providing for the woman, and that the home is safe. My home is not safe. I can only do so much in my home to keep my home safe. Me individually, like I can only, and then I have to go out and make money for myself. So when a man comes around and he wants to like do anything, I'm like, dude, but what are you doing for me? What are you giving me money? Are you giving me time? What are you doing for me? Because I'm doing everything for myself. And this is the Trojan horse in America, is to distract the men of God from doing God's will, being distracted with their fucking nonsense. Their fake illusion of family, their cults that they're creating, making the man the center of the cult that they've created, giving them, if not a paycheck, just some kind of ad or dude, get the fuck out of here, dude. You're done, dude. They're done. And they're figuring it out, and they're so done because we're so done. Because we're so done. Because the jig is up, because we figured it out, and because you suck ass. And because at the end of the day, it's the woman that is the prize. It is not the man. The man is not the prize. I mean, he enhances the life and he can be the prize, but he's not out there acting like the prize. He's out there acting like a fucking narcissist, dude. But they're not narcissists. See, some of us think that men are narcissists, but we don't realize that a lot of them are actually in between us and the narcissist. So the man acts like a narcissist because the woman is caught in between the man and the narcissist. So then the woman thinks that the man is the narcissist, when in reality, the man is not the narcissist. He's actually caught between the woman and the narcissistic traitors that have invaded America, that are doing exactly what they're doing just to come between the man and the woman. This is very important. This is everything. And this shit is make or break. It's God or Satan. It's shit or get off the pot. It's black or white. It's do or die, dude. This is it, dude. This is it. We're done. I think I'm in my point. And we all know it, right? Like every woman of God knows this. Like, we've got it down pat, dude. If you're not adding to my life, then get out of my life, right? And it's monetary, and it's with your time, and it's stop appeasing the traitors that have infiltrated America. This was their goal. The jig is up. You're done. Check you later. This is the story of my life since 2015. Since 2015, your girl's been on this journey for 10 years. I've had 4 significant others. And it was all religious bullshit. It was a Catholic, it was a Jew, it was a Muslim, and they follow on the coattails of pioneering spirits who get the fuck out of their stupid countries and come here, and then they just follow on the coattails, and they're just like, we're gonna ruin this man.